Good morning. All right, so Officer Rooney and I are here because some things changed over the summer. Some things didn't change, but we feel like it's really important to take some time to make sure that you are aware of some of the city ordinances and state laws surrounding tobacco products in general, and this includes anything related to smoking or vaping. And what has changed recently is because of the increase of vaping and smoking and tobacco products on school grounds, the district has taken a much stronger stance on this, and we feel like it's very, very important that we get this information to you because we don't want to see any of our students suffer the consequences. So, when I was growing up, probably when you were growing up, the Marlboro Man. It was this hot guy whose face was everywhere. He was on billboards, he was in magazines, he was on commercials, and he was always smoking, and he was advertising cigarettes. And you could smoke in public places. You had cigarette lighters in cars. Trying to think just how prevalent. You didn't think twice about being around somebody who was smoking. And for you guys are growing up in a different time, things have changed. You can't smoke in a lot of public places. But what we want you to know is that over time, you don't probably know who the Marlboro Man is because when people know better, they do better. And so when you do see those advertisements, they come with the Surgeon General's warning to let you know of all the negative health effects that can happen from smoking. And so that has increased society's awareness and helped people make better lifestyle choices to maybe stop smoking and to maybe not do it in front of others who choose to not pollute their lungs and whatnot.
And now you see the commercials of all the damage that it's done. They're really promoting those now of cancer, losing limbs, things of that nature, of how bad cigarettes and vaping have caused and hurt people's health.
Yeah, it definitely led to the earlier death of my grandfather because he was a smoker.
Mine too.
So anyway, the thing with vaping is that vaping was a little bit newer, and it was often, and it still is, kind of advertised as that safer alternative to smoking. But now what's starting to happen is some of the research is coming back on how it is still harmful to your health and how it's detrimental to you. And so you start to see the laws start to follow after that. And so right now, the state law is that you cannot have any tobacco products on campus. This is why when we have custodians or bus drivers or teachers, they literally have to leave campus to go have a cigarette. Because it is the state law. This isn't a school rule. It's a state law that you can't have tobacco products on campus. It's a tobacco-free area.
Environment,
yes. When you get down to the city ordinances, so you have the state law governing the states, and then cities can make things even more restrictive. In the city of Liberty, and you may have seen this. I was bowling at Retro Bowl a few weeks ago, and I saw this posted on their door. But it says, on September 26, 2016, the Liberty City Council adopted ordinance number 10627, for those of you that want to research it, adding activated nicotine delivery products such as e-cigarettes, e-cigars, e-hookahs, and e-pipes to the list of smoking items prohibited in enclosed places of employment and public places. And so there's really a no smoking, no vaping city ordinance in Liberty, and we did a little research, so there is a fine that comes with that. You could be fined for smoking in a public place. Obviously, a school is a public place, but we also have a state law that we are a tobacco-free campus, and that includes any tobacco-like product, that chewing tobacco, cigarettes, vapes, just because it can deliver tobacco products, even if you have something else in there, it still falls under that category. And so with these laws and ordinances and With the increasing information coming to us about the dangers and risks associated with vaping, the school district met this summer and changed the discipline consequences because for the safety and health of others, they're trying to cut down on those who sneak off to the bathroom or around the corner to vape, quite honestly. So I want you to know that the district stance is that if you are caught using a vape, so you are vaping, if you are vaping on school district property, whether it's inside or outside, the first offense is 3 days of ISS. The second offense is 5 days of ISS, and the third offense is 10 days of OSS. And any of those offenses can come with the city fine, citation.
$50 fine.
$50 fine. So $50 and 3 days of ISS essentially would be your first infraction. And obviously that the fine isn't something that Liberty would impose. It'd be something that the Liberty Police Department would impose. If you are in possession of a vape, so you may not have actually used it, you may have never used it, maybe for whatever reason you have it in your possession, it was seen in your possession, it was in your possession at one point in time, it's in your backpack, whatever. The first offense is 5 days of ISS, the second offense is 5 days of OSS, and the third offense is 10 days of OSS with referral to the superintendent for additional days added to long-term suspension. And I do not want that for any of you at all. If you are struggling and that is something that's like your fix, come tell us that you're struggling. We will help give you a replacement strategy to get through the day. I know that a lot of you choose to smoke, choose to vape. It becomes an addiction, whether it's just the act of doing it or it's the nicotine fix, whatever it is, like, let us help you. But we don't want you to find yourselves in trouble because you chose to do this on school property. So we just thought it was really important. I know, thanks for hanging in. I know it's really not cool to watch us on a screen. Maybe next time we could have some jokes or something, make it a little bit more fun. But just wanted to make sure we got the message out to everyone as quickly as possible in order to prevent you from finding yourself in some sort of trouble, okay? If you have any questions, talk to your advisor, talk to us. We're more than willing to help you through that. Thank you.